Well, here we are, honey. Right back where we started from. You were awful nice to me tonight, Rosemary. Do you think Mrs. Owen suspects anything?
I don't care if she does.
Well, a businessman's got to be careful to talk. After all, you're a school teacher. Well, I better be getting back to Cherryvale. Gotta open up the store in the morning. Good night, Rosemary. Good night. Maybe I should say good morning.
Where are you going, Howard?
Honey, I gotta get home.
You can't go off and leave me.
Honey, talk sense.
You can't go off without me. Not after tonight. That's sense.
Honey, be reasonable.
Take me with you.
What did people say?
To hell with what people say.
Honey.
What people say if I thumb my nose at them. What people say if I walk down the street and show them my pink panties. What do I care what people say?
Honey, you're not yourself tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm more myself than I ever was. Take me with you, Howard. If you don't, I don't know what I'll do with myself. I mean it.
Now look, honey, you better go upstairs and get some sleep. You gotta start school in the morning. We'll talk this all over Saturday.
Maybe you won't be back Saturday. Maybe you won't be back ever again.
Oh, Rosemary, you know better than that.
What's the next thing in store for me? To be nice to the next man and the next. Till there's no one left to care whether I'm nice to him or not. Till I'm ready for the grave and don't have anyone to take me there.
Now, Rosemary.
You can't let that happen to me, Howard.
I don't understand. When we first started going together, you were the best sport I ever saw. Always good for a laugh.
I can't laugh anymore.
We'll talk about it Saturday.
We'll talk it over now.
Well, honey,
You said you were going to marry me, Howard. You said when I got back from my vacation, you'd be waiting with the preacher.
I've had an awful busy summer, and...
Where's the preacher, Howard? Where is he?
Rosemary, I'm 42 years old. A person forms certain ways of living, then one day it's just too late to change.
I'm no spring chicken either. Maybe I'm a little older than you think I am, but I've formed my ways too. They can be changed. They gotta be changed. It's no good living like this in rented rooms, meeting a bunch of old maids for supper every night, then coming back home alone.
I know how it is. My life's no bed of roses either.
Then why don't you do something about it?
Well, I figure there's some bad things about every life.
There's too much bad about mine. Each year I keep telling myself is the last. Something will happen, and nothing ever does. Except I get a little crazier all the time.
Well...
A well's a hole in the ground, Howard.
I wasn't trying to be funny, Rosemary.
All this time, you've just been leading me on.
Rosemary, that's not so. I've not been trying to lead you on.
I'd like to know what else you call it.
Well, can't we talk about this Saturday? I'm dead tired.
You gotta marry me, Howard.
Well, I can't marry you now.
You could be over here in the morning.
Sometimes you're unreasonable.
You gotta marry me.
What do you do about your job?
Oliver Jackson could take my place till they find someone new from the agency.
I'll have to pay Fred Jenkins to take care of the store for a few days.
Then get him.
Well...
I'll be waiting for you in the morning, Howard.
No. I'm not gonna marry someone that says, you've gotta marry me, Howard. I'm not gonna. If a woman wants me to marry her, she could at least say please.
Please marry me, Howard.
Well, you gotta give me time to think it over.
Oh, God, please marry me, Howard, please, please!
Rosemary, don't. You go get some sleep. I'll call you in the morning.
I won't sleep a wink, Howard, till I hear. Good night, Howard.
I'll call first thing.
Good night.
Good night, Rosemary.
Please call.
I'll call.
Please call.
I will, Rosemary. I will.
Please call.
Honey, don't worry. Good night. Okay. I'll take the car back to where we were and get a little sleep. Can't go back to Seymour's now.
No.
I didn't even think of Seymour till just now.
I don't think either of us thought much about anything.
Baby, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Will I see you tomorrow?
I don't know.
Well, I almost forgot. I started a new job this morning.
I have to be at the dime store by 9.
What time are you through?
6.
Will I see you?
I don't know.
Well, I guess I better be going.
I guess so.
Baby, what are you gonna do about your mother?
I don't know.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Baby, you don't mind going with the guy on the pipeline, do you?
Don't be silly.
I'm much happier with a job like that. You know, one I can really handle than I'd be pretending to be a big shot.
It can have just as much future as any other kind of job.
Sure, a guy gets spoiled if he's a big football player or something. He expects his whole life to be big time, but... Gee, I'm lucky I met you. I feel fine, like coming down through the clouds on your parachute, landing solid on the ground, and the whole world feels good on my 2 feet again. Babe, are you crying?
Just a little.
Why?
I don't know.
You almost got me doing it.
It's not because I'm unhappy, really.
I'm not unhappy either.
It's just that...
Baby, kiss me goodnight.
It'd only start things all over again.
Well, kiss me goodnight anyways.
If you promise not to hold me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep my hands by my sides like this. See?
Now I'll kiss you.
Madge has still got her door locked. I holler in, but I can't get her to answer. I can't understand why I didn't hear her come in last night. I was sitting right there. I thought I was awake.
I bet I know what happened.
You don't know anything, Millie Owens. And if anyone should say anything to you, you just... What do you mean?
I just mean, did she get home all right?
Of course she got home all right. She told me everything. It seems that hoodlum just abducted her. She finally had to fight him off and walk home. The next time you take in tramps, Helen Potts, I'll thank you to keep him on your side of the yard.
Have you heard from Alan?
No.
Where's the young man?
Well, I know where he should be. In the penitentiary. And that's where he's going if he shows up around here again.
Has anyone seen Howard?
Howard?
Oh, why no, Rosemary?
He said he might be around this morning. Mrs. Potts, I'm storing my summer clothes in the attic. Could you help me a minute?
Of course, Rosemary.
Besides, I'd like someone to talk to.
She's been running around the house all morning like a chicken with its head cut off. Something's up. Millie?
Girl, I hope Rosemary is ready. I promised the principal I'd be there early to help with registration. How do I look, Irma? It's a cute dress. Let me just fix it for you in the back. I think a teacher should dress up for the first day of school. Gives the students a good first impression. Good morning, Millie.
Hi.
Is Rosemary ready?
Go on up if you want to.
We missed seeing Madge on the picnic last night. Come on, Christine.
Hey, Madge, want to go dancing? Let me be next, Madge.
You shut up, crazy!
My brother seen him parked under the bridge. Alan Seymour was looking for him all over town. I knew she liked guys.
Someday I'm really gonna kill that ornery bastard.
Hi, Alan. Madge got home all right. She finally had to walk all the way.
Hal drove her home. Could I see her, Millie?
Madge, Alan's here. It'll probably take her a few minutes.
Sure.
I always liked you, Alan. Didn't you know it?
Like me?
It's awfully hard to show someone you like them, isn't it?
It's easy for some people.
Makes you feel like such a sap. I don't know why.
I'm glad you like me, Millie.
I don't expect you to do anything about it. I just wanted to tell you.
I gotta see Rosemary. Is she up in her room?
Oh, hi, Howard.
I'd like to see her, please. I think she's expecting me.
You better holler at the bottom of the stairs, because all the others are up there, too.
The others?
Mrs. Potts and Miss Cronkite and Miss Schoenwalder.
Oh, you see, I was gonna telephone her, but then I figured I'd better come down here and tell her in person because it's the start of my busy season.
Howard?
And... Huh?
He's here! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Hello, Alan.
Madge,
I'm awfully sorry.
Madge, whatever happened last night, it's not your fault. I know what Hal's like when he's... But never mind that. I've got Hal taken care of now. He won't be bothering you anymore.
Alan, what do you mean?
I didn't feel like telling your mother about it yesterday. But when I was in school, I spent half my life getting him out of jams. I knew he'd had a few tough breaks, and I tried to feel sorry for him. But this is the thanks I get. There's no use pampering him anymore.
Where is he? I mean, is he all right?
Don't worry about Hal. He's all right. And I'll take it on myself to offer you his official goodbye.
Good. Is he gone?
Madge. Well, Alan, I didn't know you were here.
Flo! May all your troubles be little ones. Oh, you're getting a wonderful Oh, girl, are you wearing something old?
An old pair of nylons, but they're as good as new.
And that's a brand new outfit she's got on. Rosemary, are you wearing something blue? I don't see it.
And you're not gonna. But I don't have anything to borrow.
Here.
Madge, you give Rosemary something to borrow. I mean, good luck for you. We're on, Madge. Rosemary, Madge has something for you to borrow.
You can borrow my handkerchief, Miss Sidney.
Thank you, Madge. Isn't Madge a pretty girl?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Girl as pretty as Madge can sail through life without a care. This all happened so fast, I just can't believe it. Mrs. Owens, I left my hot water bottle in the closet and my curlers are in the bathroom. You and the girls can have them. I stored the rest of my things in the attic. Howard and I'll come and get them after we settle down. Cherryvale's not so far away. We can be good friends, same as before.
Well, I hate to bring this up now, Rosemary, but you didn't give us much notice. Don't you know anyone I could rent the room out to?
Well, didn't you tell her about Linda Sue Breckenridge?
Oh, yes, Linda Sue Breckenridge. She's the sewing teacher.
And she's a darling girl.
She and Mrs. Bendix had a fight. Mrs. Bendix wanted to charge her 20 cents for her orange juice in the morning, and none of us girls ever paid more than 15. Did we, girls?
More than 15 for oranges, please.
Irma, you tell Linda Sue to get in touch with Mrs. Owens.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Rosemary, we better get going. Still gotta pick up the license.
Goodbye, girls. We've had some awfully jolly times together. Goodbye, Howard. I know you're both going to be just as happy as Howard and I'll be.
Alan, why don't you help with bags?
You've been a wonderful friend, Mrs. Potts.
I wish you
gotta
all
get
sorts of
married
happiness,
sometime.
Rosemary.
Sure.
Really, you're
folks
going to
would
be a
rather do
famous
business
author
with the
someday, and I'll
married
be so proud I knew
Thanks,
you.
Miss Sidney.
All set?
And raring to go. Oh, but where are we going?
Oh, my cousin. He and his wife run a tourist camp up in the
Oh,
Ozarks.
I love the Ozarks.
Ozarks are lovely. They really are. That's so nice.
Congratulations.
Madge, you just gotta talk to me. What happened last night? You haven't told me a word.
Mrs. Owens, aren't you going to say goodbye?
I will in a minute. What did Alan say? Was he upset?
I don't know, Mom.
Mrs. Owens!
And don't budge from the spot until I get back. I'll bring Alan right back.
Oh, come on, Flo. I never thought she'd do it. How? What happened?
Baby, I'm in a bad jam. Seymour had his old man set the cops on my tail.
Honest? How'd you get away?
I had to knock one of the cops cold and swim the river.
What can you do?
I can get out of town. There's a freight by pretty soon, but I gotta give up
Alan?
that job before I get started.
What are you doing here?
You lied, kid! You told the cops I swiped your lousy car, and that was a lousy lie, kid.
What'd you expect me to do? You better get out of town if you know what's good for you.
I'm going, I'm ready.
No, you're going now.
Look, Seymour, I don't want to fight you. You're the only real friend I ever had.
I'm not your friend anymore. You saw another pretty girl and you'd add her to your list.
That's not so!
Let go of me! Let go of me!
You've had enough, kid!
Alan, are you
Mom,
okay?
don't.
Babe, I guess everything's changed now.
Where are you going?
I'll can it to Tulsa in a couple hours. They give me a job at a hotel Mayo hopping bells. And... Baby, would you come with me? Let me use the little room in it. Go with my house or come on, baby! As far as it goes with me. Maybe kiss me goodbye. I gotta go, you.
I'm not in it if I do.
Maybe I'm a poor bastard and I gotta claim what's mine. Mine?
Madge, I hope that's not so.
Why didn't I know it before he was gone? Why didn't someone tell me?
He got on the train.
Now I'll never see him again.
Madge, believe me, that's for the best.
No.
At least you didn't marry him.
I would have. Mom, I would have. Oh, Mother. What can you do with the love you feel? Where is there you can take it?
I never found out.
No!
The police found these on the riverbank.
Girls have always liked Hal. Months after he left the fraternity, they still called. Is Hal there? Does anyone know where Hal's gone? The voices always sounded so forlorn.
Alan, come and have supper with us tonight. I'll make all the things you like. Sweet potato pie.
I'll be
and
gone, Mrs. Owens.
Gone?
Dad's been wanting me to take him up to Michigan on a fishing trip.
Well, you'll be back before you go to school, won't you?
I'll be back Christmas, Mrs. Owens.
Christmas? Alan, go inside and say goodbye to Madge.
Madge is beautiful. I really think I could spend the rest of my life just looking at her.
Alan, see her one more time.
No. I'll be back Christmas. I'll stop in and say hello.
Alan!
Goodbye, Alan. Goodbye, Alan.
Millie, you'll be late for school.
Gee, I almost forgot. I'm never gonna fall in love.
Wait till you're a little older, Millie girl, before you say that.
When I get out of college, I'm going to New York, and I'll write novels that'll shock people right out of their senses. I'll be so great and famous, I'll never have to fall in love.
You'll be just as great and famous as you want to be. Now go on to school.
Hey, Goon Girl!
Bummer Gutzel, he thinks he's so smart.
Keep peace and let him think so.
Hey, Goon Girl, come kiss me. I want to be sick.
If he thinks he can get by with that, he's crazy. I'll see you this evening.
Helen, you liked the young man, didn't you?
Well, with just Mom and me in the house, I'd got so used to things as they were. Occasionally a hairpin on the floor and the smell of Mama's medicines. Then he walked through the door and clomped through the tiny rooms as if he was still outdoors. There was a man in the house. And that seemed good.
I guess, but...
And that reminded me, I'm a woman. And that seemed good too.
Mom?
You better hurry, darling. You don't want to be late for work.
Please don't get mad, Mom. I'm not doing this for spite. But
Madge?
I'm going to Tulsa, Mom.
What?
I know how you feel, but I don't know what else to
Alan's
do.
coming back at Christmas time. He's going to take you to the dance, the country club. He's going to forget the whole thing.
I have to go, Mom.
Madge, listen to what I've got to say.
My bus leaves in a few minutes, Mother.
Madge, in a few years, you'll hate the day that he stepped foot on our porch.
He needs me, Mom.
He needs you? Now, because he's no good. He'll never be able to support you, and when he does have a job, he'll spend all his money on drink. I know. And after a while, there'll be other women.
I guess you don't love someone because he's perfect.
Madge, even if you love him, try to forget it. Try?
It's no use, Mom.
Madge!
No, Flo.
Mrs. Potts. Take care of Mom for me, will you? Oh, Mother. All right, Mom, don't worry. I've got some money I've been saving up, and there are lots of jobs in Tulsa. I can always work. Oh, Mother. Tell Millie I never meant it, all those times I said I hated her. Tell her how proud I've always been to have such a smart sister.
Helen, could I stop her?
Could anyone have stopped you, Flo?
There's so many things I wanted to tell her.
Let her learn them for herself, Flo.
Helen?
All right, Mama.
What a difference a day made. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine. Lord, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find